Hi, everybody. Hi, Len.
Hi, everyone. So happy to be here. I'm so psyched up. Like that's the thing. Ooh, Carol, we're about to unveil a lot of great things. I can't wait to get going.
I know. Well, everybody, we are so excited. It is finally here. Time for the W Club 2020 registration, 2022 registration. I've now gone
2022.
back in time 2 years. 2022 registration. And we are so excited to have you here for this launch event. For those of you who aren't familiar with us and may be here for the first time, I am Carol Roth from the W Club, and I am joined by my partner in crime from Integrity Toys, Mr. Tremblay. Do you want to introduce yourself, Len?
Hi, everyone. I'm Alain Tremblay, Marketing Director of Integrity Toys, and I am thrilled to be here. I'm going to be, unveiling some wonderful product that you've got coming your way. And of course, the W Club, which is our premier collectors club for the company. So, Carol, please give us the details. I want to know.
Yes, we have so many details. First of all, I just want to thank you all for joining us. We have people who are joining for the very first time, so we're excited to have you. And we have people who are joining for the 17th time. We are thrilled you have been with us all this time, and every sort of amount of time in between. So let me tell you about how this event is going to work before we get into the details. We're going to give you an overview of what the W Club is, a quick overview of some of the perks, and then I know the meat of it is that you want to see our 3 upgrade dolls that you are able to purchase at the time of registration. It is a pre-order, and because I know this is what our longtime members want, we're going to put it there so that you guys can cut out after that if you don't want to hear the repetition. After that, we're going to then talk a little bit more about how to register and some more of the perks and privileges, and then we're going to put the Q&A at the end. So if you have any questions, keep them, kind of close, and then put them to us at the end. Now, I do have a quick couple of requests up front. As noted, we have people who are joining here from literally all around the world. You can see we saw it going through the chat. We have people not only from the US and Canada, but I saw Russia, the Ukraine, Chile, Italy, all over the place. So we have all different members. Please be respectful in the comments, even if you know something, because you've been through this before. We have a lot of new people joining us. So just because you know it, it doesn't mean that they know it. So please just sort of bear with us as we go through the information. Obviously, we're trying to foster a community atmosphere. And then for the questions, if you can hold them to the end so we make sure we see them, and please ask them just once. The people who are being disruptive or spamming over and over again, it's just adding to the complexity, and we're going to have the mods sort of take those out. So just put the question out once, and we're going to try to get to as many of those as possible. So with that, let me kick off, Alain. What do you think with what the W Club is?
Well, I think that's kind of important. That's kind of why we're here. So, take it away, of course.
Okay, so the W Club, from our perspective in the company, is really the customer core. It's really where my team lobbies for what the customer wants at the table with integrity. And this has been going on for 17 years, as I noted. We are a very customer-centric company. So it's really important. That's how we view the W Club. From your perspective, it's a way to get exclusive product and access to products, and then have that conduit to being heard. So it's sort of 2 different sides of the same coin. Now, for those of you who haven't joined before, as I mentioned, the W Club is a separate entity from Integrity, although we do spend a lot of time, Len, we spend a lot of time talking with each other, don't we?
You could say that a couple of times a day.
Really, our job is to handle that customer perspective and to be that conduit for you. A lot of doll clubs, for those of you who haven't joined, they usually offer 1 or just a few perks, and we really try to get you as many as we possibly can. And the base membership for any membership you want to buy is $50. And then at the time of registration, you have the opportunity to add 1, 2, or 3 different upgrade dolls onto every membership. Obviously, we're going to be unveiling those in just a few minutes. If you want more of any one particular upgrade doll, so the same character, then you would have to buy multiple memberships, but you don't have to choose amongst the 3. You can add 1, 2, or all 3 per membership. We'll have more on that in a bit. We also have 5 club exclusives that are guaranteed to you should you take up the opportunity throughout the year. And these are all made to order. So you put the deposit down and those dolls are made for you. So that's 5 additional on top of the 3 upgrades. We have, just like everybody else around the globe, we have a lot of supply chain issues and production issues. So we do not guarantee this year 100% which dolls those are going to be guaranteed. But right now, based on what we do know, that we expect, not guaranteed, but expect they will be from the Poppy Parker lines, FR or New Face, and the Monarch's Own, which is one of our male doll lines, or fashion figures, if you prefer.
Fashion figures, exactly.
So, Len, that is 8 guaranteed made-to-order dolls. And then you also get special access to more dolls and items throughout the year. Some of those will be made to order, which means you will again have that opportunity to put down the deposit. Some of them are going to be more limited in nature. So that means as a W Club member, you will have the preferred chance to get these, but they are not guaranteed. And this is a really important distinction. I think it's something that's sometimes misunderstood each year. So I just wanted to underscore it up front. We guarantee you the 8 exclusives, but we don't guarantee you more than that. Although members will tell you.
But they always get more. That's what the W Club is all about. Always get more. Yes, absolutely.
All of these offers are 1 per membership. So if you are somebody who likes to have multiples of the same item, or you have something else that you want extras of, you would need to buy multiple memberships. And again, that's 1 of each offer. You don't have to pick between the offers, but for any offer we do have, it's usually limited to 1 per membership. Now, this year, for most products that are sold directly through Integrity Toys, you're going to have a combination of either preferred access and or preferred pricing to the general public. So if you are a collector and you're somebody who loves Integrity, whether you're just starting out or a longtime collector, you're going to find a ton of value in being the member. As I said, my team and I act as the conduit to pass along information. We use direct feedback. You get a VIP customer service email, so you can contact us with your thoughts and suggestions and feedback at any time. We also run polls. We ask for your feedback. We looked at the discussions in our members forum, as well as the data. And your membership fee goes in part to pay the staff that we have that runs this customer core of the company, including our VIP customer service team and more. One final thing for Gem fans, we do cover all Integrity Toys products. We've had the Gem and the Holograms license on and off for several years now. And we have 1 Gem SKU, which is a 2-item set, which is fabulous, that is going to be made available first to W Club members. We've upped the edition size of this particular item, so we're going to try to get those 2 W Club members. They will have first crack at that, 1 per membership, and then should any remain, the rest would then be open as well to the public, again at a higher price. So I'm going to go into more details on some of the perks and responsibilities of being a member of the club. But for existing members, I know you guys are ready to see the dolls. And so the dolls that you're going to see tonight, as I said, they're upgrades. You can add them onto your membership, 1, 2, or all 3. They are all $160 each. That's a $30 deposit that you pay at the time of membership per doll that you add on. And then the balance will be due in the summer plus shipping when they ship. So again, this is incremental to the membership fee, and you put in your deposit at the time of registration.
Just to correct it, the dolls will be arriving probably very late summer, more likely early fall.
Very late summer.
Very late summer, like burning fall. Yes.
Okay. So we have a special guest to unveil our first doll. With that, let us welcome Mr. David Butchery to the show. David, hi.
Hi.
So great to see you. Oh, and look at us. We're matching. It says it's
silent day is going on here.
It is lovely to see you. I just want to introduce you for those who might not know you. David is a beloved longtime designer. He is at the helm of a number of our brands, but most notably the head of the Poppy Parker brand, which we'll be talking about tonight. And David, why don't we just get right into it and tell us what your inspiration was for the Poppy Parker upgrade?
Sure. So I know there's some people on the boards were commenting, expecting a continuation of our Palm Springs collection, but we're actually going to mix it up a little bit. So actually the inspiration for this upgrade doll is my love of boutique fashion that was popular in the 60s and early 70s in the UK and in the United States. So that is the inspiration point for this particular doll.
All right. Well, that's a good teaser. So I need everyone to do a little drum roll. And Len, if you can tee us up with the slides and introduce Ultraviolet Poppy Parker. David, you did it again. Tell us what we got here.
Well, we have a fabulous Poppy. She's an FR black skin tone. It's a little lighter in the photos, but she is an FR black skin tone, the skin tone that you know well. And she has very dark brown hair with a hime cut, which is like a short in the front, longer in the back. Not quite a mullet. It's more glamorous than that. And then she has like a heathered purple long sleeve t-shirt that's printed with a silver star, silver metallic star. And she has a silver lame hat and hot pants and faux suede purple boots, bag, and a magnetic choker around her neck. So, and of course, this fabulous brocade long faux fur trimmed coat in purple.
I love this so much. And what is so perfect about this is I think it mixes all of these different elements that people not only love, but the collectors have been asking for. And she is just so fabulous. And I just don't know how you do it. Like, you've got this wonderful doll and she always looks so different and so fresh and so gorgeous. And I just love her.
Thank you, Carol. It helps to have like I have like a good decade and a half to kind of play around with. And so that's got a lot of stuff happened during that time. So I like to play off the different styles and vibes between those eras. So
that's amazing. All right, let's see the close-up on her if we can, Len. And she is just so pretty. And again, because the photos, she photographs a little differently, I just want to reiterate that she is in the FR black skin tone with the darkest brown hair color. And tell us about her wonderful accessories here.
Well, like I mentioned before, she has this wonderful kind of faux suede boho bag. And of course, the knee-high suede boots that match. And you can see that metallic lame silver hat. And she has a choker and 2 finger rings. One's a star and one's a round. And then she has little rhinestone earrings that go with it as well.
She is spectacular. You have done us proud. And then, of course, I have to ask you, I know everybody loves to see the dolls in person. Would you happen to have her with you?
It just so happens that I have her with me.
Ellen, do you want to just put David up big so we can see the gorgeousness popping?
Yeah, she really is. She's one of my favorites that I've done. It's like everything. Of course, I love a hot pant. I've been doing hot pants since 2006 that I've been here. But she's a lot of fun. Let me get a little close up here.
And can we see her hair with the?
Yeah, absolutely. And she has a wonderful like plum shade of lip. It's not too pink. So we could get.
Is that a birthmark that we have near her eye?
Yeah, she's a little beauty mark up by her eye. So, yeah. Beautiful,
beautiful. Oh, she is gorgeous. I love her.
Yeah, she's very long hair in the back, so you can see her very long hair.
Fierce.
Also, check out the wonderful brocade here, so you can see it. Some different shades of purple and silver, a little bit of lilac, and of course, Very Perry was the Pantone color of the year, so we're kind of playing up to that. So a little periwinkle and violet for you. And let me take her coat off real quick, and I'll show you her.
And David, while you're doing that, do her boots zip up?
They do zip up in the back, so you don't have to worry about lacing them up every time. So
Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm looking out for you all out there.
I'm seeing a question, David. Somebody's asking, how do you put her cap on? I'm assuming that there's like a little pin or something to hold it on.
It actually stays on really, really well. The
It does? Okay, great.
Lined, but it stays on her head very easily. You can plop it on with no problem. I know a lot of times we have it like in a satin and it'll pop off a lot, so you have to put a pin. This is not the issue this time. It's actually made really well. It's thin and it'll stay no matter what.
Yay. So. Cool.
She is just the cutest. Love her, love her.
And there's a little separate belt, a little suede belt that goes with the choker and everything that you see on the back. It's like a little hip hugger.
Oh, I love her. Like, yeah.
All right.
Very, very cute.
We're gonna pop out for anybody who wants more pictures. Once we send out the registration information, in our registration site, there will be a side sort of a link to another page that has all of the pictures so that you can see more. But she is just fabulous. Ultraviolet Poppy Parker. We absolutely love her, and we love you, David. So thank you so much for being here.
One thing I'd like to point out to everyone is, like, once you get, we'll talk about it a little bit later, but once you get to the registration pages, we tried to make it so that customers that have been members of the club before can get to registration faster. So we tried to make it so it's more user-friendly this year, the navigation of the whole process. I hope you guys like it. We really tried to put like as much thought into it as possible, and I think you're all going to appreciate it. Like, it's just so much sleeker, faster. I think you're
it's amazing.
Yes.
All right, let's wait. David, thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Goodbye, my dear, and we'll see you again, I think, pretty soon.
Yeah, pretty soon. Yeah.
Okay.
Surprises.
David.
Bye, David.
All right, that was a great way to kick things off, but obviously we have 3 different upgrade dolls, and our other 2 dolls were designed by designer extraordinaire Jessie Ayala. Now, Jessie was tied up with something Integrity Toys related this afternoon and evening, so we actually pre-recorded the unveils of his 2 dolls. So with that, Alen, let's take a look at the video.
All right, well, I'll see you back in a minute. Hold on.
So Jessie Ayala, welcome. It is so great to see you.
Hi, Carol. How are you?
I'm doing well. Let's say you look so handsome. And I see, do we have a little like fur moment going on there? Feather moment?
Little feather moment.
I love it. You've been keeping busy?
Yeah, just, working on more dollies for the year ahead. So should be good.
All right, so excited. So obviously we have a lot going on right now, and we are so excited to get to the upgrades. Just got to see a spectacular one right before you, and you have our new face upgrade to start. So before we see her, what is your inspiration?
So the new face upgrade, I kind of wanted to create something. I was feeling like a little 70s moment, but I still wanted it to keep it contemporary. And I just felt, in this particular doll, I wanted to create like an incarnation that complements one you just saw. So this is kind of her completer, the yin and the yang.
We always love a little yin and yang. So let me share my screen, and then we get a drum roll. Are you guys ready to see? And we are going to introduce Earth Angel Eden Blair. Yay! She's so pretty, and I love the fact, we've had so many people say, but they're twins. You showed us Lilith. Where is Eden? Well, here is Eden, as some of you had hypothesized. Jessie, what can you tell us about her?
So yeah, Lilith was just a little teaser because I planned to show them, fairly close to one another, but Eden is more of the downtown to Lilith's uptown. So her vibe is a little bit more romantic, a little bit more at ease, whereas Lilith is a little bit, a little bit more uptight and a little bit more classic, but still with her own twist. So yeah, I just wanted to create a pair that complemented each other and kind of showed their respective personalities.
Love it, love it. And she is, if I have this correct, dark A-tone with dark mahogany brown hair, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And just give us a little bit, what I love about you is that everything that is simple is just like so beautifully detailed. So talk about the top and then talk about the pants with, of course, the little heart on the bum over there.
Yeah, I think the focal point of this outfit is definitely that top. It gives like this exploded ruffle look. It just kind of looks like a big flower, and the silhouette gives her an angel kind of look. And I think that's perfect for Eden. It's a corset kind of top with a little bustier, and then the ruffles, sewn all along there. There's a little sliver cut out under the breast. And the pants are these, I don't know why I'm like so into a flare moment, like a bell bottom moment. And I just thought this was like the cute little look for her to go shopping.
Well, it's definitely on trend because I have been jeans shopping lately, and definitely the flare bottom is coming back. I'm seeing it everywhere. So of course you are right on trend there. And then the little heart pockets. She's got them, I'm assuming, on both sides of her bum.
Yeah, that's correct. They're both sides.
And then
bum.
Yes, and then the top, is that just one piece that works together?
It's one piece. The ruffle is sewn all along the bottom part of the bra section. It does, as you can see in the side view, there's a connecting piece.
Love it, love it. So, so cute. And then just to get the close up, because she's so pretty. I love the little braid around her face with the frame and that gorgeous makeup. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I've been wanting to do this little braid moment for a while, and I just figured, she was the perfect girl to do it on. It gives that slight bohemian kind of vibe, but it makes it flirty and fresh and cute. So, yeah.
And then a ton of accessories. She's got this great heartstone necklace, the wonderful shoes, the shades, the purse with the wallet and the chain, the extra hands, just so much that you have there.
And there's a mix and match of metals like gold and silver. I love to do that, but I like to do it in a way where they complement each other. They don't, fight against each other. So hopefully I did that there.
All right, so this is the second upgrade that we are revealing. And like the first one you saw and the one that you will see in a second, again, she is $160. That is on top of your base membership fee. And you can upgrade one for every membership you have. And it's $30 deposit now, $130 plus shipping when she ships. And I hear that you have her in person. So let's just take a look and just kind of just get a little, obviously this is a prototype, so subject to change, but oh, there she is.
Weave. Shoes have a key detailing. Ooh, and then there goes her purse. And here's the little heart pockets.
Oh, that is so, so cute. I love it. And the gorgeous long hair. So what I love the fact, like you said, is that it's just, she goes, on that sort of yin and yang vibe with her sister, but they're very different. You don't feel like you're getting a repeat. They're the same doll over again, but just kind of what twins might do.
Yeah, they like to differentiate each other, and she's always a little bit more on the innocent side, as much as she can be.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like the fact that they have very distinct personalities from each other.
Sometimes I do switch it up, but yes, for them, I want it to be very signature. Lilith and Eden, like their personalities shine through. And
and I know we are pre-recording it, but I hope everybody who's watching in the moment is absolutely loving it. I love her. I think she's amazing, and she's going to be a great ad whether you have Lilith or not. So she is phenomenal. All right, so our final upgrade is fashion royalty. And so what is your inspiration for the fashion royalty upgrade?
So I was working on these upgrades, simultaneously, and I figured if I was going a little bit more 70s with one, another decade that I love to explore and I've always had a fascination with is 60s. So I wanted a little bit of a 60s frock kind of look for fashion royalty. And again, still a contemporary feel. I didn't want it to be, you know, like literal. So yeah, that's where I went with that.
And let's see what character we have here. We're going to share. We're going to see Eden first because this is just, I'm not as good as doing the technology as some of our other folks are, but I wonder what wonderful character we have. Shall we find out? Drum roll, please. And we have Up with a Twist, Agnes von Weiss. I mean, pretty much one of everybody's favorite characters. And I have to say, like, every time I think that Agnes looks as gorgeous as she possibly can, you blow me away with another look. I absolutely love this. So tell us about Up with a Twist, Agnes von Weiss.
So Up with a Twist, as her name implies, I started with a drink for some reason. We were going through this martini phase where we just would order Up with a Twist with lemon, whatever, I don't know. So I was like, oh, that'd be so cute if a doll came with this. And it lended itself to the 60s vibe that I was going for. And I wanted to do this dress that had kind of like a feathery texture to kind of mimic ostrich feather, but that's kind of hard in this scale. So I found this really cool eyelash fabric. I was like, oh my God, this gives the perfect effect that I'm looking for. I have to do the look as it is, like, and that's how she kind of was born.
I love the fact that the inspiration was cocktails. I feel like at this point in time, there are a lot of people who can really relate. And then let's talk about the dress because it's, you know, it's so glamorous, but of course it has, you know, some of these signature details, a little bit of a cutout. So walk us through this.
So the shoulder is asymmetric. It goes higher on one side. It connects to the back with a little spaghetti strap. There is a cutout kind of slashed, you know, underneath the breast, kind of towards the abdomen. And it's cut out in such a way that where it has kind of a curve, almost as if the bottom part of the skirt is falling off towards her hip.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
And I just give a little bit more break. So it's not just, you know, feathers, big bird syndrome.
Yeah, it gives it a real sophistication. And I was going to say, one of the things for me, you know, with the pictures and the different monitors, sometimes it's difficult to tell the colors. You're saying that this is actually a blush pink color, correct?
It is a blush pink, but it does have a little bit of a pearly, oystery kind of tint or tone to it. It changes a little bit and depending on what light you're in. But
and how much of the cocktail you drink.
Exactly.
Amazing. And so she's got also the gorgeous fishnet gloves, and we'll see these amazing shoes in a second. But again, $160 plus shipping for Miss Agnes. And then, she just like, she gives such fierce face. I just absolutely love it. And I love that like her kind of updo is a little bit different than some of the ones that we've seen.
Yeah, this time I went with a little bit more of a 60s type of ponytail, which is fall, and we've seen this hairstyle in Poppy Parker. So I wanted to borrow a little bit of her glam for Agnes, and I love a good spit curl, kiss curl. So I wanted to incorporate that as well. And I don't know, I love her skin tone with this dark chocolatey brown hair, and it gives her kind of like this Italian, I don't know, screen siren kind of look.
Yeah, I can see that. And just for any of you who are wondering, this is the sun-kissed skin tone, correct?
That's correct.
With that gorgeous, luxurious hair. I'm having hair envy at the moment. It's just amazing. And then let's talk about all these accessories. I have to say, the earrings, the bracelet, those shoes. We've seen this heel before, but this incarnation looks completely different. Just tell us a little bit about the accessories here.
Yeah, I love this new heel. We introduced it with the Lilith that was the last club doll. And it's kind of like this cute little martini shape. And I figured this is perfect for her. Like, but again, it's like in this blushy, oystery pink, and it has silver ribbon detailing and silver lining details as well.
I just can't stop staring at her. I have to say, like, I kind of have a girl crush going on. She's really, really gorgeous. And for those of you who are wondering, again, same thing, $160 in addition to the membership. You can add one onto every membership, $30 now, $130 plus shipping. And again, I think you have her here in person, so we can take a little peek.
A little bit, you know, I can't give too much. Here she is.
Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see the movement. But yes, with her little twill gloves, her earrings, pretty shiny.
let's see that gorgeous, like the hair and the whole thing. It's just, oh.
Yeah, there's a little spit curl, the fall, really long hair. Seems open in the back, the little cutout.
Oh.
I'm messing her up, but I mean, look at shoes.
The shoes. And I love that you have your little feather moment going on with
Oh no,
feather
we're
moment.
kind of matching a little, coordinating.
Yay. She is amazing, Jessie.
Thank you.
I love the fact that we get these upgrades from you. They have such different vibes, favorite characters, things that we haven't seen before, but are just so beautiful and so on trend. Before we say goodbye to you, any final words that you'd like to say, and then we will continue on with our presentation.
Make sure you get all 3 upgrade dolls. You won't regret it. I've seen the Poppy one in person as well, and she's super cute. I think all 3 offerings are really great, and you know, they're pretty dolls. You can redress them, mix and match, play with their accessories. I'm just excited to see what's next for the W Club.
Yes, we've got a lot of amazing things going on this year, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this is like the year where, you know, still some things to work out, but hopefully, like, it will be the bridge to to getting us even more fantastic things and back on track. So,
yes.
Jessie, thank you so much for joining us, even if it could only be through video, and we appreciate your time and your beautiful workmanship. So, thank you very much.
Bye. Thank you.
All right, Alan. So
Wow.
what do you think of those 3 upgrade dolls? They're pretty spectacular, aren't they?
That was really good, actually. Like, Jessie and you did a really great job. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped. We have the presentation, so we can go back if we want to look at the photos again. I know Jessie's not here, but I have it teed up. So, like, while we're answering questions, if anyone has any questions about the upgrades, we'll be able to go back to the photos. No problema.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, it's so exciting. David and Jessie did us proud. And again, there'll be more pictures on the registration site. So for existing members, if you've seen everything you want to see and you don't want us to go, the rest of it is going to be about how to register and questions that people may have. You can feel free to be on your merry way, and we will definitely be sending out later tonight the information on registration. But you are certainly welcome to continue to stay and to add to the community and the conversation. So, you know, for the rest of you, we're going to continue on so that you can understand how to register and how to get all of these wonderful upgrades. And I also do want to mention, this is just a taste of what we have to offer. These are just the first 3 upgrade dolls. We have 5 more exclusives. We have a whole slew of amazing products that are coming in the next couple months. In fact, we've got some really amazing things. So remember, this is a whole long year that has been planned, and there's gonna be plenty more that that meets everybody's needs. So this is just a little more, so a little taste to whet your appetite, so to speak. All right, so let me continue on to talk a little bit again about your perks and your responsibilities. So as a recap, those 3 upgrade dolls, which are going to be available with registration, which is going to open later tonight after this presentation, and 5 additional guaranteed throughout the year. You also get first to know information about releases. Again, you're not guaranteed everything that is made. We're not the company, we just share the information, but you do get a lot of access and a lot of priority, and you can talk to members if this is your first time about that. And this year we're planning to continue that trajectory with more access and more special pricing. Some of the special offers you're going to have will be what we call right to buy lotteries, free to enter, but that's how we determine the distribution of the product. Sometimes first come sales, so that we kind of keep things mixed up, because we know we have collectors who have a lot of different needs and wants. We have a collectors forum, which gives you the opportunity to participate in a community and make your opinions heard in a different forum. And again, we take the comments that you have very seriously, and although not all of them are acted on, they're always taken into consideration. You get first access to events. For 2022, we have announced that Integrity is not planning to have an in-person event just for this year only. They're hoping, again, not guaranteeing, but hoping to bring that back for 2023. And our traditional online convention is being revamped into a different online event that all W Club members will have access to, with some product made to order, so guaranteed one per membership, and others that will be more limited in nature and distributed in a variety of different methods. Again, that is the plan currently, subject to change, but the best information we have right now. We provide you with VIP customer service through our liaisons at wclub@integritytoys.com. And that's another place where you can make your feedback heard or get your questions answered and so on. And as discussed, there's going to be some special pricing this year as well. It's a lot of fun. As I said, it's our 17th year. It just continues to be a joy. And it's a ton of value for only $50. If you look at any other club that is out there, most of them, as I said, give you one or a few perks. We give you a ton. And I have to say, Ellen, I pulled out over the past couple of weeks our
Yes.
very first offerings. Our very
We were
first
talking
offering.
about that earlier. Oh my God, it's things have changed so much. Like what we were offering a fax line. Do you
Yeah, so
remember that?
it's 2006 that you joined us. It was $49.99, so it was 1 cent cheaper. We
Yeah.
guaranteed you one doll, and you did have a fax line. So
Fax
you
line
know what a
to-
fax is. Very, very minimal perks for the same entry price. So we do try to just continue to move
But I
things
mean,
around.
Carol, I'll say this: like the technology has changed so much. It's so amazing. Just look at the video presentation we're doing right now. There's no way we could have done this in 2006.
Yeah.
Just like the little accessories for the dolls, like the great new shoes, like all the things that we can do with 3D design now and everything. Like it's just it's such an exciting time to be doing this. I find like I'm so looking forward. Like there's so many new things coming up too. I'm so excited about it.
It's
not
super
funny.
fun. So
Yeah.
it's a $50 base membership. That's for each membership is $50 for the base. And then the upgrades are on top of that. Now, I talked about the perks. I also want to talk about your guys' responsibilities because this is a club. So you get the opportunities, but then you also have responsibilities as being club members. And they're very easy, but it's important to know that this is a two-way street. So your responsibilities are keeping information confidential. We usually have about a 24-hour confidential period so that all W Club members can have access to the information first, and you play a very important role in that. To treat others in the club respectfully, and also to not share your membership or perks with non-club members. Only one person can have a W Club membership. And finally, we have a lot of items that you can kind of pre-order, like we do with the upgrade dolls throughout the year. You are not able to sell those until you have paid for the item in full. So that's it. Those are your responsibilities. They
Simple.
should be very easy to follow, but again, no privileges without the responsibilities. We're trying to do sort of an impossible job here. We have collectors from all ages, from all backgrounds, from
all languages, everywhere.
all
in the world.
languages,
Yeah.
every country in the world.
Mhm.
So please bear with us. We really try our hardest to represent the collectors and do the best we can with the impossible task of having collectors that have different wants and needs. But we try really, really hard. Okay, so with that, let me tell you how to register. So basically, in terms of the number of memberships, we do not limit the memberships. You can buy as many as you want. We do this because for a couple reasons. One, that we have some people who like multiple items. We have some international collectors who want to ship things together, so they find it easier to purchase them all together so that they can save on shipping. And then we've had times in the past where we've tried to limit things. And as we've mentioned to some of our previous club members, people will find a way around that. They will sign up their aunts and their grandma and their cat and their dog. So it doesn't actually prevent anybody who wants multiples for us to put that in. So we just make it easy for you. Now, again, with the upgrade dolls, you can add 1 Poppy and 1 Eden and 1 Agnes to any membership that you buy. If you want doubles, let's say Agnes is your favorite and you want 3, you would need 3 memberships to get 3 of the same character. But for each membership, you can add on 1 of all 3 of them. So that's sort of how it works. And again, you pay an additional deposit for each of those that you pre-order. If you have any questions, and we're going to be, again, sending out information on how to register. It's going to be up, I think, tomorrow or maybe even later tonight, integritytoys.com on more information on how to register. We're going to have plenty of information. But if you have any questions, please get them answered before you make your purchase, because it's almost impossible for us to undo it. We have a team at wclub@integritytoys.com, wclub@integritytoys.com. That is our
And we're going to put that in the comments section in the, below this video also, like the link where to register and the link where to reach us, like the email. So like if you've watched the presentations and you have questions, like you'll have access to the link to register and the email, like just by going at the bottom right under this video.
Yes. So ask our liaisons. They probably won't be able to get to you tonight. So give them time tomorrow to catch up on the questions, because we have some things we need to do tonight and part of our staff is not working right now. So basically, but let us answer your questions first. And then for shipping together, again, if you want to ship somewhere else, and you pre-order something today, that's fine. You can change the address that you ship to when the items come in very late summer. But if you have those friends who want to ship together, and especially for our international collectors, it's really important that if you want items to ship together, you have to have all of your memberships together. So, Alen, do you want to explain a little bit more about this? Because I know this is right in your wheelhouse.
You mean like, so like, yeah, so like basically when you pre-order, as long as we have an address that matches your billing profile, so like if you're paying by PayPal or your credit card, try to put, just for security verification, like usually PayPal and the credit cards require you to enter your billing address where you get your credit card statement or the address that's associated to your PayPal account. So you need to put that in the shopping cart. And also, I know for those of you that are members, in the past, we've requested that you put in your forum user ID, but this year you're gonna have to also enter, if you're already a member, on the checkout page, you're gonna have to enter your forum user ID, because like we need to like refresh that, if you will, because some people have changed their user ID names over the years. So like we're basically doing a clean slate with that, so we have all the correct information for each and every one of you. And then so once the dolls come in, late, whenever, like once we do a pre-order and the balance payment is due, then you'll just be able to pick any address as your shipping address, have it shipped to a friend or anywhere. But like right now, where you want things shipped won't really matter. Also, I want to make it clear for our new members, Integrity Toys doesn't capture any credit card data or anything on the site for security purposes. So you don't need to be worried of being hacked with us or anything. We do this on purpose because, you know, it's the internet. It's still happening. So we're being like ultra careful, and Integrity Toys never resells any of your information to third parties. It's just not something we do. We don't think it's cool, and you're safe with us. So it's a pretty simple, straightforward process, really.
Yes. Okay. So where to start? So we're going to, after this chat ends, we will put the link back here in the comments or in the little like chat description box underneath this video. But if you are a part of the club, or if you have signed up for our pre-waiting list to be notified, we will be sending out later tonight the link with all the information. as noted, the Integrity Toys main site will also change tomorrow. So you'll have plenty of ways, and social media will be changing as well. So you have plenty of places to find out how to start the process. You have a few weeks. You have until March 16th at 5 Eastern, but we highly suggest that you don't wait, because every year we tell people to get those registrations in, and we always have people who forget and then miss out for the entire year. So make sure to get them in. If you do buy a membership today or tomorrow and you decide you want more, you absolutely can add more anytime until we end the registration period. Just make sure, if you want everything in the same account, to log back into that account in the shopping cart that you created that has the first membership purchased with it. And also, very important, we will verify that via email that that we got your registration. You'll see it in the shopping cart, but you'll also be able to get an email. But this could take a week or more. We have a lot of things going on, a lot of processes and things we need to do. So please be patient to get that email. And again, if you have any questions about the process, contact our liaison. So with that, I think I'm going to open up the Q&A for any questions, if there's anything you need to repeat, or any questions that you guys have, specifically about the membership, what we offer, registration, all that kind of stuff.
And I will put on my glasses because I can't see. So there you go. I'm old. Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to answer from Amber. Will the convention be the same this year? It will not. As I had mentioned before, and you can go back and watch the video if you want a little bit more clarification, but we are reimagining the convention. Well, I should say Integrity is reimagining the convention this year is a different type of online event. What they have planned, not guaranteed, but best available information is it will be open to all W Club members, and some of the items will be made to order and some of them will be more limited. So that's the
and I'll say this, it's a lot of fun. Trust me, like we came up with it's a cool one. You guys will love it.
Yes. So that's the current plan. Hopefully those kind of things. For those of us strictly joining for GEM, will you be seeing the unveiling of the product sooner rather than later? Yes, we have to, because the license has an expiration to it. So you will definitely be seeing the GEM product earlier in the year. But you will not be seeing it before the club year launches, but you will be seeing it sooner, and we're very, very excited about it.
Exactly. So. We have a few other things to get to before we get to that one, but it's coming. Scout's honor, promise. Carol, I do see questions about the forum. Like I did see a question being asked if the forum was mandatory to joining the W Club.
No. So this is a really great question. Thank you so much for asking this. So basically, you never have to look at the forum if you don't want to. The main way we connect with you is via email. And then obviously we have some events and things like that. But everybody who is in the club who doesn't opt out of our emails and unsubscribe, everyone will get those emails. And that's actually our only official channel of information. So even if you email our VIP customer service, if there's something that we haven't put out through an official channel, they're not giving you that information. It's the only official channel. The forum is just for community members to connect, but there's no information from the company that comes through that forum. However, we do take feedback from that forum, although we prefer to have it directly via email.
Don't forget one of the perks of joining the W Club, the monthly contest. So of course, if you want to participate in the monthly contest, you have to go participate in that contest in the forum. So it's up to you. So it's optional. You don't have to do it, but there's a chance to win a doll every month. And the way to enter that contest is to go visit the W Club forum. So you can literally join the forum, go in, participate in the contest, and not go back. Like that also works. You're very welcome. And we do take
whatever way works the best for you.
Exactly.
Kevin Miller is asking about the upgrade dolls pictured somewhere. He missed the beginning. So so Alen, while I'm answering questions, why don't you go through and cycle through those beautiful pictures? And Kevin, obviously, we will be putting those out in our email and on the registration site. And on the registration site, for those people who want to skip through the process, you can, but there'll be a little link that will take you to more pictures and information.
Correct. And also, I just saw a question about the forum user ID. that I was talking about and needing to enter when you're checking out. So if you don't use the forum, you can just put new or you can put none. So as long as you don't leave the field empty, you can essentially type anything you want in that field on the checkout page. It has a little red star beside it. That's where you need to type it. You'll see it's very clearly indicated, and it's at the bottom of the checkout page once you are going through your registration process. So it's very simple. So here we have the beautiful
Lisa,
Earth Angel.
Yes, just I'm going to answer questions just while we do that. So Lisa Brudgens is asking what percentage of the dolls will be right to buy versus lottery. We literally have no idea. That's always decided when Integrity finalizes the doll, and that's sort of one of the last pieces of information. So we don't know how many are going to be made to order. We don't know how many will be lottery. We don't know how many are going to be, maybe a first cut. We just don't know. And I imagine that will shift around again from year to year based on a number of factors.
But just Carol and I are always talking about this, and we try to strike the perfect balance to keep collectability and to keep excitement and get you a maximum, like give you guys the maximum of access to the product. So I don't think you'll be disappointed by the time 2022 is over. Like there's so many great things in the work. Just hold tight, it's coming.
All right, so while you're continuing to show there, in terms of international shipping, I think, Alain, you can answer. Is there a variety of options for shipping?
Yes. Well, right now, we've continued our negotiated pricing with UPS and USPS. So UPS, United Parcel Service, and the post office. So for those that are wondering, Integrity Toys does have a volume discount that we just pass along to customers. So like the pricing that we have right now for the size of our business is the best pricing, the negotiated pricing that we can offer. And we try to keep that. Right now, we are looking into ways of potentially having different options for Europe in particular, maybe Asia. But unfortunately, like with the pandemic is still not over, like I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I'll just say we are trying really, really hard to figure out, and we're in talks with we're looking at different solutions right now. But right now, like we're going to keep using USPS, so the American Post Office, and UPS as our shipping options.
Yeah, and as you said, they are understand that international collectors long-term need additional shipping solutions and options, and they are exploring them. We just have not heard a solution yet, but that does not mean they're going to stop doing that. CW asked, does convention open to members mean the same convention fee or free with membership but no dolls included? So again, this hasn't been finalized, but based on the current expectation, it sounds like no convention fee and no dolls. But again, it's all being formulated right now, so I cannot guarantee you that. I'm just giving you the best information I have now. So if that shifts for whatever reason, don't shoot the messenger here. I'm just telling you they have not finalized it. We're just trying to give you the best information we have today. So I mainly collect lottery dolls unlimited. Are you guys going to just offer just a few? It will help me make decisions. As I said, we have no idea how this is all going to shake out. So this is, some new things going on this year, and usually we do have a good mix with limited and made to order. So I would imagine, I know that there's one project we've been working for that's limited. I know the gem is limited. I know some other things. So there's going to be a mix. We just don't know for sure.
But there is, but also like the most important part is that we're increasing the amount of made to orders. And again, we're continuing with every W Club member is guaranteed the 3 exclusives, the 3 upgrades we're showing today, plus 5 exclusives that have yet to be unveiled, that are going to be unveiled throughout your membership year. So you're going to get and I'm working on some special projects too. Like I said, like I'm doing more accessories and stuff because that's my forte. And there's got stuff coming. Just trust us. We've got stuff coming.
New fantasy, are we getting the remaining? So yes, there are more new fantasy dolls designed by Mark Tinkey that continue the line that we haven't seen that we will have coming up this year. Somebody's asking about what the dolls will cost throughout the year. we just don't know. Every doll is priced, actually at the time when it's being made based on the cost of that product. As you know, worldwide inflation is at the highest level that it's been in 40 years. That being said, part of the reason Integrity is changing around the structure is they're doing their best to keep the prices as low as they possibly
Yes.
can, given the challenges of an increasing price thing. So we cannot guarantee what the prices are going to be. I imagine there'll probably be a variety of prices, again, depending on the complexity of the item that is offered. That's sort of how it has worked in the past. But they are committed to getting you the best price, which is why they've made some of the changes they did this year.
Yeah. And I'm also, Carol, I'm also seeing a lot of questions about characters and why, and that I think that's been answered also like in a previous presentation. Obviously, like there's a lot of brands and we're trying to like vary our offering. So I'm seeing also like questions about like if like Monarchs and are going to be coming back and if industry is going to be coming back. And the answer to all of this is yes, 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 and yes. Like we're constantly, the designers pick the characters based on like a mood, a particular inspiration or something like that. And you never know, like we're not holding back anything. No head molds have been lost or damaged or anything. They're just, it's what fits the mood. So we have like more characters coming, like, and the brands that you love, like Poppy Parker, New Face, Fashion Royalty, New Fantasy, Monarchs, East 59th, FR, well, it's not called FR anymore, like it's Monarchs, but like there's other male dolls sprinkled throughout all the lines. We have our special projects that are coming up, which I cannot talk about because they are mysteries right now. But yeah, we have a lot planned. So like, as I said earlier, sit tight. It's all coming up, folks.
So Rogelio Reyes is asking, how often are new dolls unveiled? So we would love to give you a schedule. For those of you who are new, I am slightly anal retentive type A personality, and I like to plan things slightly and have a really nice orderly plan. And so every year we have a really lovely orderly plan, and every year it gets disrupted. And then on top of that, between pandemic and supply chain and production issues, it gets further disrupted. So the reality is that sometimes it's like a whole flood of things, and sometimes it's a little bit quieter. And we would like to make it nice and even and beautiful. And unfortunately, it's just not working out that way. So it's just surprise, and we'll try and keep you posted, but it's always fun. And as I said, there are some things that are planned for earlier in the year, so I know we'll be starting off with some good stuff. Sal D'Ambrosio, will the Poppy Parker and Palm Springs line be continued? Alen?
Yes, as David was saying, we have that wave coming up, and I have a special, hopefully, if it all works out, I have my own little part of that's going to be included in it too. So it's coming, I believe, later this spring or maybe early summer, but we're very close. So there's a special wave. So David has divided Poppy Parker in two this year. So like, as you saw, like the upgrade doll is not part of Palm Springs. It's part of his more like he's going to be exploring like one-offs throughout, and the Palm Spring thing also on top. So, but it is coming. We haven't dropped it. Like, that's why I have my little Palm Springs box right behind me, because we are working on it.
Yes, Megan Posand says, hi, Carol. Hi, Megan. Can I buy more than one basic doll per membership? So let me just clarify a couple of things. So I'm not sure if you mean the upgrade dolls or the cart basic dolls. So let me answer both so that I can make sure I get your question or somebody else's question if they answered. So in the cart, if you want to buy more of any one of the upgrade dolls, meaning the same character, so you want 2 of the Edens or 3 of the Edens or 4 of the Agnes or whatever it is, you would need to buy more memberships in order to be able to buy more of those upgrades, but you can buy all 3 of the upgrades for every 1 membership. Now, if you mean cart basic dolls for the year, my guess, and again, we haven't sort of sorted that out, but my guess is for some period of time, it'll probably be limited 1 per and then you know, it will change. But also remember, the special pricing is that if you have if you know, if that's an area where there's a differential in pricing, and again, I don't know this for sure, but if there's a differential in pricing, then you would only be available to take part of that special pricing for one membership. So if you wanted to buy multiples, only one, it would only count on $1. So hopefully that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Okay. Will the forum improve because there's issues with it being buggy? This is Gwendid St. Clair. We are certainly due for a technology update for the forum. So that is something that is going to happen pretty early on. We're looking at different potential plugins. Obviously, we are not a multi-billion-dollar tech company, so we do have some limitations. So we're going to do the best we can. We have looked at some other potential software options. Just given all the changes, I don't think we're going to do that at this point this year, but we are going to do an update at this juncture.
Yeah, because we're using like an older version of the current forum software, and it's no longer being updated. So I could just move to the latest version of the forum software. So it is something that we are looking into. So hopefully, bear with us. Like, we'll just get the machine on the way here, and once registration is started, I'll sit back, fix myself a hot chocolate or a hot coffee, and I'll just power through and like look at all
We're
that.
getting a number of questions about the male dolls, the Monarch ums, and then obviously we do have some male dolls that populate other lines. And in terms of how many, we don't give out any information about, you know, how many. It's a constant flow and different from year to year, but we know that there are male dolls planned for the year. So I'll give you that little
I will give you like this little Integrity Toys insider information, just so for those of you that are new, and for those of you that have been around, also like may have met us in person at the conventions that we've done in the past. Integrity Toys, like any other toy company, always has a lot of beads in the air at the same time. Like, so basically right now there's like so many products being developed, and the way the toy industry works, sometimes some samples will come in, even though you start them, let's say in January, they won't get made until March, but one that you started in March gets delivered. Like, it's all constantly flowing, like Carol was saying. So we don't really know, once we start the development phase on a product, we don't exactly know when that development phase will end. I wish I could say it's 3 months. It takes us 3 months to make a doll. It's not true. It has taken us a year to make a doll in the past. So like, we try as much as we may. So we can't give you information in advance that we don't have. So like, we try to, as soon as we get dolls, believe me, we jump and we try to release them as soon as humanly possible. So
yeah. Susanna Northfield is asking, will the link for registration be open tonight? It's 1:30 a.m. here. Thank you for bearing with us, Susanna. Yeah, so as soon as we finish up here, we'll take a few more questions. Then we have a few administrative things that we need to do, make sure all of our ducks are in a row, and then we will send out that information. So if you have that, if you're on if you're 2021 W Club member, or you're on our notification list, you'll be getting that email. We'll be putting the information to register underneath this video replay in the little content box. There'll be plenty of places to grab it. So if you don't get it tonight or early this morning, your time, it should be available in a short moment. So.
Yes, and also I just want to remind you that you have until March 16th at 5 p.m. to register. And of course, the first couple of days, or even the first few hours after we've sent out the emails to register, there's always like an onslaught and a lot of demand on our servers. So please be patient. If you see that the screen is not refreshing or is not coming up for you, you've got plenty of time. You've got like almost 3 weeks to register. So just wait a couple of days, and we'll also be sending reminders to everyone to register during that period of time. So like, you've got plenty of time. You don't need to do this tonight. Like, obviously you can wait until tomorrow morning if you want, and take the time to look everything over. Like,
but not too much time, because you'll forget.
Of course, don't forget. We don't want you to forget. But like, you can read like all the cool stuff. Like, look at the pretty dolls. Yeah.
So Jenny Blade is saying, this is my second year. Yay, welcome back, Jenny. But I want multiple memberships. Will I have one forum ID or will a second ID be created? No, all you need is the one forum ID. And for the contest, you can enter and say membership 1 and membership 2 when you put in those contest entries. The only reason why you need to differentiate in the forum, but you are just you, so no reason to have a second forum ID.
I see we have a couple of funny people tonight. I'm seeing Bunny and Brent Adams are making their usual jokes, and I'm trying not to laugh really hard.
I have a good question here. So Frank, with the W Club membership, can you purchase older dolls? So the general answer to that is no. The exception to that will be anything that was made or was revealed last year and that is shipping this coming year. If there are people who don't pick up their pre-orders and we have leftovers, we usually run a wait list or have those available in some method. So you may have access to that, but I certainly wouldn't count on that. But here's another great thing. Being part of the forum, there's a lot of opportunities to buy and to trade. And for those of you who are in the US or who do business in the US, there have been some changes to tax reporting with eBay and PayPal and Venmo. So we know that the forum, the ability to kind of trade and do things there is going to be even more important to people. So I think that there's going to be a lot of activity for you to take advantage of.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I'm red because I'm wearing leather and it's burning hot in my office. I'm sorry. I just saw a comment. Why are you red? I'm not red. I'm just really warm.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if there's let's see here. Okay. So just a lot of things. Thank you guys for all the nice comments. See if there's any. Is there one more? I think we've handled a lot of these. So again, if we didn't get to your question, because there's a lot of information here, and you still have things that you're concerned about, you can email the liaisons at wclub@integritytoys.com. Again, give them tomorrow or maybe even an extra day to get back to you. But you can go back and rewatch this. We'll be sending out information. We'll have more information on the registration pages. And thank you guys for bearing with us for an hour and almost 7 minutes now tonight as we go through this. And again, we've got new members. We're so excited to see you guys. We appreciate all the members coming back, and I think this is going to be a really exciting year. We have some really cool things that I already know about that are planned and more to come, and hope that you will join us and share this passion and this hobby and let us work our magic for you guys. So that's it. Len, any final words?
No, just thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the W Club in 2022.
All right, see you soon, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.